Anyways, yeah, with Megatron before it became Megatron, blaming Orion Pax for everything, it just got so extreme. Like I said, it went from 1 to 7. It's like, and he was so wishy washy with it.
Yeah.
Like one point he's glad he was there, and then he blamed Orion Pax for when they find out the truth about Sentinel Prime. Like he blames Orion Pax.
Like it's his fault. Yeah.
Yeah, and again, it's like you're trying way too hard to show him losing it. What you should have done is what Game of Thrones should have done. Spread it out. Don't do it immediately all right here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Show the divide of these two characters. Like show it starting, like the seeds are there, but show its fruition in a second movie.
Oh yeah.
That would have made more sense, because then we would have had more time to get on board with, you know, whatever, so to speak, like each side. It felt like, again, it was so rushed.
Yeah.
I mean, and they were trying so hard to paint him as the bad guy. You know, spread it out, tell a better story. Yeah.
Even in Smallville, they're the Lex and Superman thing. Whatever you want to say about the show, it's all right. But, you know, it's like 7 seasons before they become enemies, you know?
Right. So, and that makes sense. It's not some overnight, like, oh, you did something to annoy me. That's terrible.
You're my enemy for the rest of our lives.
Right.
Yeah.
And I did like that scene where he's got Orion, where he's holding onto Orion Pax's hand as he's about to fall, and he's like, "I'm tired of him." Yeah, after he shot him, and that was a great moment where he says, "Like, I'm tired of saving you," because he does that
a lot.
Yeah, in this movie, he kind of jumps in and, you know, bails him out, or literally saves him.
A little reckless, and
very reckless,
causes a lot of things happen. So,
right, and he doesn't want to deal with it. Like he doesn't want to do this kind of stuff, but he's kind of going along for the ride with it.
Yeah, I do like that last moment, because like there's like that one flash, like, oh shit, I just shot him. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, that was great. That was
a great moment, and then it's like,
and he instinctively goes and grabs him before he falls, you know, into the, you know, chasm of
whatever.
Of
that stuff. Yeah,
like that. You got a giant pit right there.
Yeah. Nobody else is falling down anymore.
Put a sign up, guys. Put a sign up. Some cones, something.
And then that final descent into, you know, whatever evil or whatever madness. That was great. That would have been great for the third movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you're gonna stretch it out that far, it would have been way more impactful.
Would have been so impactful for them to kind of grow.
Because then you're like, yeah, dude, I get it. Because you've been saving him all this time. You've been gradually, you know, it would have been great to see them like each of them trying to make it work with each other.
Yeah.
Or whatever, but they're clearly going down different paths.
Exactly, yeah.
And then, just for him to be like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. The way you want to run things doesn't fit with how I want to run things.
Yeah.
And I know I'm right.
Yeah, like that, like this whole change could have been great for a third movie.
Yeah.
Like this whole would have fit perfectly without, because if you already have seen their backstory of how close they are, this whole movie could have been the final descent, you know?
Yeah.
And then there's that last moment where he's like, oh, damn, I shot him. Like, there's like one flicker.
Right. Where it's like, oh, I went too far.
My brother.
Yeah.
But then it's like, no.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then with him, and again, because there's only like 5 minutes left in the movie.
Yeah.
So when he gets shot, it's like, okay, well, I know you're not dead. And when he starts falling in, right, because I know there's not going to be any sort of like real repercussions to this. I know this because one, I mean, I know you're Optimus Prime, so I know that's the case. But again, it would have had more impact if they built all this tension up, and then it you know, culminates or whatever with him getting shot, and then he becomes Optimus Prime,
right?
And it could have been a great moment because let me tell you this: in that original movie, the Matrix of Leadership, and they kind of, I don't want to say they dropped the ball on this, but the whole thing about the Matrix of Leadership is it awakens. Like the thing is when all are one. That was the original thing, when all are one.
Oh, okay.
And I was thinking like, okay, the Matrix is, you know, powering up the planet. I'm like, all aren't one in this. So I'm like, that's not right. So it would have been in that original movie. There's a part where like and it's great because everything is going wrong for the Autobots. They keep getting like setback after setback, after loss, after death.
Yeah.
Whatever's going on. So there's a point where Rodimus or Hot Rod Yeah, you're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Is he a fast car character?
Is he a car? Yeah, I assume he's fast.
I assume so, yeah.
Yeah, where essentially Optimus Prime is gone and there's a new leader of the Autobots. And when, I'm just going to say when Rodimus Hot Rod becomes that new leader, like you're standing up and you're fucking clapping, you're cheering. Like it's like, let's go kind of moment. And I feel like they dropped the ball with that. It could have been a great moment, but it felt like everything was so rushed. Like him shooting him going completely evil, him dropping to his death, him not dying. Spoilers. So things like that. It was, it was too rushed. And when you rush it, it never works. You don't have time to process, accept, and get on board with whatever you might be feeling. So
no, that would have been because now we have 2 more movies of them fighting each other, like
right,
every other series.
Yeah, exactly,
done,
exactly. You guys like trading blows or whatever, right? Like we've seen that a million times. Yeah. And then I'm sure the last one's going to be where they find a planet. Let's go there. What planet is it? It's Earth. Wow, I didn't see that coming. Man, if they do that, if they do that, I'm going to need all of you to start rioting in the streets, to pitchforks, like you're hunting Frankenstein, bats, start breaking windows. Yeah, that's what else
are they gonna become friends again and then become enemies again? Like, that would piss me off. Then I'd be like, I'm done.
Yeah, right.
I'm right now Transformers now.
Yeah, no,
because of you guys.
I'm getting, walking out. I'm gonna get everybody to go with me. Everybody, let's go right in front of the screen.
We're doing a walkout. Yeah,
we're doing a walkout right now. Who's coming with me? Yeah, be like a Jerry Maguire. Who's coming with me?
I'm just walking out my stuff, my popcorn.
No, I'll get a refill and I'll leave. Man, let me see. I thought the dialogue, a lot of the dialogue, it felt very basic. It felt very uncreative. And again, maybe because they were just completely aiming for that lowest common denominator, trying to keep it very simple. Yeah, like a lot of the stuff in there, it just felt like they were talking like people like today talk, which wasn't great. Let me see. The miners, all it took was Orion Pax to go down there and say, hey, everything's a lie. And they're like, like, you guys are right to rebellion. Right to rebellion is right to tearing everything. Really?
That was just like one guy's word. Right.
Yeah. It's like, well, thanks for telling us. Let's get the guys together. We'll talk and we'll see what's up. It's like, nope. I need all of you to come with me to fight and die. Yeah. So,
it'd be like me going up to somebody saying, Marvel movies suck. And it was like, they suck.
Let's go. Yeah, I was like, no. And then you go and you overturn like Disney Studios and Marvel Studios, right?
And
then you're in charge.
Right. Exactly. It took a long time for me to become disenfranchised with Marvel movies. It's gonna be a long time.
It's not an overnight thing.
Yeah, right. It was years for that to happen.
Yeah. I mean, especially when you think about someone like I guess D16, or he's called Megatron. He was in love with Sentinel Prime, and he saw the hard proof before him to go like effing nuts. Yeah. So all these other guys, everybody loved Sentinel Prime. So, and again, I guess they did show the video later.
Yeah.
Later, afterwards they showed a video of of how jerky he was. But anyways, when he was burning the symbol into Megatron, the Decepticon, or Decepta Prime, whatever his name was, Mega Prime,
Megatronus Prime, I think.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was.
That was that's creative, right?
And I was like, what? So is Megatron supposed to be a Prime? Is that what he's like a tainted Prime?
Well, I guess the Megatronus was like one of the primes,
right? So now I'm wondering, like, are they trying to say? Well, I don't know. He took his cog, right? He did take that cog later. So I'm wondering if he's supposed to be like a, and I don't know what it means to be a prime in this world, but anymore. But is he supposed to be a prime-ish?
Yeah.
I mean, can he access the Matrix of Leadership? I don't know. Let me see. Orion Pawn on. Let me see. I don't know what that was. So I don't know if that was if we were supposed to feel pain when he was like, burning that jacked up symbol into his chest or whatever.
That felt more like a hey, this is how you get the symbol of Decepticons.
Which I get, which is cool. But now I was literally wondering in that moment, like, is that painful? Like,
does that hurt him?
Does that hurt him? Because it seemed like you're just kind of like,
it's a robot.
Yeah, like it's almost like you're drawing on somebody. It's like I didn't get the impression it's supposed to hurt. Yeah, like I said, and Betraying would have carried more weight if it was a sequel.
Mm.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, that's about it, I think.
Okay. So then,
no, actually, I think I got more. But I'm not gonna do it though. I'm not gonna do it.
Just for the sake of time. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the big thing is it was pretty rushed.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Yeah. That's why the only reason why I found out that was Megatron was because of how quick it turned. I was like, wait,
he's got to be.
He's got to be Megatron. Yeah.
This is only left.
I was like, oh yeah, he's silver. That's Megatron.
Well, I saw once he had like the helmet. That helmet.
Yeah. After a while, I was like, oh, that's the shape of his head. I know that much.
Right.
Yeah. It's staring at this guy every time I come in here. So, yeah. But so then where do you want to rate it then? What are you thinking?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Drop what you're doing. For me, I'm gonna say no. Do not drop what you're doing to go watch this. If you are a big Transformers fan, then maybe you want to watch it. Maybe somewhere throughout that 40 years of Transformers-ness, if you were ever a fan, you might want to watch this. Is it better than Michael Bay movies? I think so. Yeah. I mean, even though Michael Bay was probably a producer on this, he was a producer.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, him and Steven Spielberg too.
Oh, okay.
I think they were. I think they both were executive producers.
That just really means they just came and said, "Yeah, this is a cool idea. Here's some money." And then,
go do it and cut me a check when everything's said and done.
Yeah.
But yeah, once I saw Michael Bay's name on it, but yeah,
just question Michael Bay.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not a huge fan of anything that he has done over the last maybe 10 plus years. I'm trying to think of anything,
if not more.
I think there were some early things that he did were good.
Independence Day.
Did he do Con Air? I didn't see Con Air, but
Con Air's good. That might have been his.
Yeah,
I think that's a good movie.
Yeah, so some of the early things he did were good. Maybe because they were. They were good. They weren't didn't have that Michael Bay, I don't want to say stink on them. But
it kind of sucks that he developed a style that ended up not being a good style.
Exactly.
A good reason.
Exactly. The original stuff was great, and then it just it devolved.
Now it's like, I've developed my style now. It's like, should go back to what you were doing.
Yeah, I developed a style, and I'm gonna phone it in on that style too. So, anyways, So, I'm gonna say somewhere between. Oh, man, it's tricky because I know some people might want to watch this, and I respect that. So, okay, I'm going to say this. If you are a Transformer fan at any point in your life, go watch it. See for yourself. Please go watch it. Personally, it's somewhere between meh and stream it.
Okay.
For me. Maybe a stream it.
Okay.
I mean, I'll take that back. It's stream it. I would say once it comes out on your whatever network it's coming out on, probably Max or Paramount Plus, or whatever. Probably, I know they have access to. I know they share whatever. I would say it's worth watching. Then once it comes out, 100% watch it. Day 1 or day 3, watch it. Otherwise, no. As far as the score is concerned, maybe 76. I think.
Oh, really?
Being I think fairly generous.
Okay.
I'll go 79. I'll go 79 because I do like that it does take place on Cybertron. I do like the fact that it's a prequel. Some of the stuff they do in the prequel, I'm not 100% on board with, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
For the most part, though, it is. Well, see, there was never a moment where I got excited in this. Kind of the same thing, somewhat, that I said about Black Adam. It was just there the whole time. Nothing really jumped out at me. That being said, I think it's probably better than Black Adam.
Oh yeah.
If I had to make a call between those two, I think it's better. Maybe a 79 or an 80. I'm gonna give it. What do you give it?
I think I'm gonna contradict everything I've ever said about why I enjoy movies.
Really?
Why I come in with this because I'm gonna base this on did I have fun at the movies?
Okay, yeah, please.
And also on a second note, I think this is a good movie. Say if you're I'm not a dad, but a dad like me, a person like me that is a father, I think could probably have fun with their kid watching this movie. They could both have fun.
I agree.
The kid can enjoy it for all the kid stuff, and an adult male that's into nerdy stuff
could still
I think
watch and be
like, oh, this is fun. The action sequence.
Yeah, and then you could share something with your kid.
Exactly. Yeah. I could see that. Like, I'm not sure if my brother would like it, but my nephew would probably enjoy it, kind of thing. Like, I could have taken my nephew. Nice. We probably both would have had fun watching the movie. You know?
Yeah, you guys could talk. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's how I based it because it was fun.
Yeah.
And I think I'll stick to the action moments, which is a lot of it, kept my interest.
Okay.
And so as far as an action movie where you're not caring so much about the story or the dialogue or any of that kind of stuff, I think it's passable. It's watchable. I think I had fun. Maybe it's because I was going in thinking I was like, I don't want to watch this. I don't really care. I'm just doing this for the podcast. And then I watched it.
And I got some baggage. I mean, clearly, I got 40 years worth of,
right, to compare it to. Yeah. So for me, I was just like, oh, this is a fun robot action movie. And that's what I got out of it. So
I can see that.
So for me, just from a movie watching experience, when I came home and told my girlfriend, I was like, oh, yeah. That's pretty good. I had fun,
good.
I'd probably give it an 80, maybe, from like just going to the movies and having fun.
Yeah.
If we're attaching like the story between them two, or I mean Optimus and Megatron, or we're talking about the dialogue or the comedy or that kind of stuff, then it probably isn't great. Then it drops it down a little bit. But just for like a fun summertime movie.
Yeah.
I'd probably give it an 80, and I'm also at streaming. I think like I wouldn't rush off to the theaters unless you have a kid.
Yeah, or like I said, or a big you're a big Transformer guy.
Transformer guy. If not, save some money and stream it. I would say. But I think I walked away like, all right.
That's cool.
I didn't walk away mad, which is I hate leaving the movies like pissed off that I watched that. I spent time watching it, saw it on a big screen, and I paid money
knocking
for it.
Everything over, knocking over tables,
and I do
pushing the ushers. Yeah,
and the movies are a process for me. I get the snacks. Like I know they're overpriced, but I mean I bring snacks too. But my own snacks, I always bring a little bag of like Cheetos to pour in my popcorn. So I do that. I bring like some candy and stuff too. Sometimes I buy a soda. I always buy a soda.
Oh,
so,
that's nice. So
I buy soda popcorn.
Sneaking in $50 worth of stuff, and then you buy like a $3 soda.
The sodas are like $8 now.
Yeah,
and the popcorn's like $10.
Yeah,
I bought a small too.
For popcorn, guys, it's like the cheapest thing in the world.
Yeah, right. I can buy like a 12-pack for $5. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's not the point. But so I do. The movies are a thing for me. I love going to the movies, and I have a process, and I enjoy it. And if like the movie is really bad, then it's like, man, I fucking wasted a lot of money and time.
Yeah.
The movie sucked. So I walked away like, okay, that I don't feel like I wasted my time. I didn't feel like I wasted my time. So I'll take that. With the